She was voted, by the way, for many of you
Yay!
who are watching this. There she is. Yes.
Hi,
Oh,
Ashley.
man. That's always like the scariest part of this for me.
I know.
Like, okay, I'm live, and now here we go. Thank you for doing this.
Of course. How are you?
I am doing great. It is so great to see you. You know, I was just thinking, Grace, and this is going to make me feel a little bit old, but 2014, your senior year, I remember calling one of your goals on our 12 best plays of the year.
Oh,
it was that goal against USC that was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I still remember it so well. It was just absolutely beautiful.
No
so
way.
It's great to
so
reconnect.
nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What's going on in your life right now? But walk me through, let's just start with last Sunday and what that moment was like for you.
Oh my God. Sunday was so amazing. I mean, it's such a thrill to hear your name called, you know, for Ryan Seacrest to say, Grace Leer. I was like, I mean, you saw from my look, I was so shocked. My mom was there. It was just a dream come true. I mean, I've been singing my whole life, and soccer and singing have always gone hand in hand. And this American Idol journey has been a journey, and it's been amazing. And I've learned so much. I've grown so much. And you know, people like you in the Bay Area, you know, have just been so supportive, and I'm so grateful. And to hear my name called just shows how much support I have and how many people took the time to vote and tune in and want to continue to hear me sing on Idol. So following that, to be able to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, a song so close to my heart, you know, so close to here in Danville. If you guys watch the show, you know, I sang that in my third grade talent show, and I love that little clip that they showed, but I sang it my whole life as a little girl. And it's such like a full circle moment for me to sing that song, then again to sing it in my backyard, you know, 10 minutes away from my elementary school where I sang it, you know, 20 years ago. So it was really special, and it meant a lot to me to sing that song, you know, right after hearing I made top 10, and tribute to the Bay Area, and also to tie in Nashville and just to those, you know, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. You know, you don't know what's on that other side, but for me, I've always just been, you know, a dreamer, and I've always been going after these crazy, wild dreams of mine, and who knows what's on the other end of that rainbow, you know, and it's been nothing but great things from Idol, and I hope to continue my journey. It's been so special.
I certainly hope that for you, and I think everybody watching certainly hopes that for you as well. There's a lot of Team Grace popping up
yeah,
on
Grace.
Instagram
So
feed. You mentioned something that really stuck with me, and that's that singing and soccer have always kind of gone hand in hand. How so?
Totally. Oh my gosh. I mean, I think the similarities are, you know, both took a lot of accountability, responsibility, motivation, you know, and confidence, and learning and developing. You know, as a soccer player and as an athlete, you're constantly learning from your coaches, and, you know, get one game at a time, you're developing your skill and your technique. And that's the same with singing and with music. You know, I'm constantly learning, and I have vocal coaches that are teaching me how to get better at my craft. And you know, the more I do it, the more comfortable I get. And yeah, I mean, just a lot of the mentality too, you know, especially doing it from home now, these home performances. And I've said this metaphor a lot, but the same way I would play a soccer game, you know, that was like a scrimmage at Cal fighting for that starting position, is the same way I would play a game at Cal against Stanford with thousands of people in the stands. And I have to do the same thing with performing from home now. I don't have an audience, I don't have a band, but I have to be like, okay, I'm still singing for millions of people, and I still want to win this, you know? And so it's been so many similarities with soccer and, you know, going into singing and performing.
That must be so hard to flip that switch, because you're in your childhood, right? Backyard. And
yes.
So it's a really familiar place. It's quiet. Your mom's there. You probably got a couple family members there.
yeah.
But to know that you are being watched by millions, I mean, what is that like? How do you get there?
You know, it's funny, there's still those same nerves. And the last time I performed in front of a crowd was when I sang Natural Woman on Idol in Hawaii. And that was amazing, you know, and there's no doubt that the electricity from the audience, from the band, and the atmosphere definitely helps, you know, and it kind of, and for me in Nashville, I'm always playing shows, and that's what I do. And so it's been different, but I've also related it a lot to not only the soccer thing, but just knowing that it's an iPhone camera, right? Like we literally have Idol sends us all these iPhones, and that's our camera. And
it's like this.
They exactly, and they do such an amazing job with it on the show. Every time I see it on TV, I'm like, wow, like I can't believe the production that they're able to put together. But you know, it's knowing on the other side of that iPhone camera, there's 10 million people watching, and that's enough to give me those same butterflies and those same nerves and the same excitement. Like, yeah, I know my mom's only here right now and she's hearing me sing this song, but it is going to be seen by millions. So I still get the same kind of, you know, excitement and adrenaline as I would on stage.
So
Sure.
you mentioned your mom, and I read a story that I just think that as many people as possible should hear. You were, what, a couple years out of college, and you were having that like existential angst that every single person in their early 20s, I think, has. I certainly had it. You know, most of my friends did. You know, of what am I supposed to be doing with my life? And you weren't sure then kind of how to chase this dream of being a country singer, a dream that you've had for a long time. So tell me about that moment in the kitchen with your mom and how that kind of led into everything that's happening right now.
Yeah, that was a big moment for me. You know, like you said, you graduate from college. I was a D1 athlete, a student athlete, and I knew I knew music was always the goal for me. And for me, it was always like, okay, you know, I played high school soccer. Let me graduate from high school and I want to get a scholarship to play in college. And then once I'm done playing and I get a college degree, like it's music, you know, like that's always been my lifelong career as I saw it. And it just was, it was happened, you know, it was easier said in my head. And then when I was graduated, I was like, oh, wait, where do I go now? You know, and like you said, a lot of people have that same feeling. And I had, you know, friends that were in the same boat. And I think it was just that push from my mom, you know, to take that risk and challenge myself and be uncomfortable and go live in a new city where I really didn't know anybody in Nashville. And thankfully my bandmate followed me right after, and that was great. But again, we didn't know anyone. And there was something exciting and exhilarating and motivating getting out of my comfort zone of the Bay Area, because I was here my whole life and then going to Cal, not that far from home. That really was the fire that I needed to get my career started. And it, you know, like my mom said in that article, you know, if it sucks and it wasn't going to work out, like I always had a home to come back to. And I'm very lucky that I do have that safety net. But thankfully it's been 3 years. And honestly, you know, American Idol is ending May 17th. The finale is May 17th. We are so close to the finish line. And for me, you know, I'm so excited to get back to Nashville and get back to my music and take all of this that Idol has taught me and that I've grown through, and, you know, get after my career back there, because it's a special place and it's done so much for me.
Yeah, well, you've done a lot for a lot of people. You bring a lot of joy. Your voice brings a lot of joy to a lot of people. Sunday is Mother's Day. So assuming that you make it in the top 7, which I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that you are, don't want to jinx anything. Is there like a Mother's Day theme?
Totally. Yeah. American Idol is celebrating all the mothers out there. It's going to be very sweet. So the way that Sunday is going to work is similar to this past Sunday. In the beginning, they're going to reveal the top 7 who got voted in, and crossing my fingers, if I get voted in, I'll actually be able to sing 2 songs. So it's a combination of all the contestants sing a Disney song that get through, and a Mother's Day, you know, kind of to you know, contribute to our moms. And it's going to be a special day all around. So American Idol does such a great job and celebrating that, and it's going to be a good show. So
oh, I love that. Well, I cannot wait to watch. So that's what, ABC Sunday at 8:00, is that?
Yep, 8/7 Central on ABC, American Idol. Definitely tune in to see who makes the top 7. And then, you know, if I do make it and I get to perform, it's going to be voting all over again. And that voting will be for the finale. They're cutting it down to 3 people in the finale. So it's going to be crazy. It's a wild ride.
I'm so excited. Well, I can't tell you how awesome it is to catch up with you. And I'm so excited to see how your journey has evolved. And no matter what happens on Sunday or the following week, you got big things ahead. And next time I'm in Nashville, I'm going to come find you.
Yes. Thank you, Ashley. I love my Pac-12 family and just my soccer family and Bay Area. You guys have all been so supportive and amazing. And I'm so lucky. So yeah, we'll see what happens on Sunday. But
Team Grace. All right. You go,
yeah.
girl. Good luck. We'll be in touch. Okay?
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
thanks
you
everybody
guys.
for tuning in. Be sure to vote.
Thank you. Yeah, vote,
Take
vote,
care.
vote. Thanks.